Hello everyone, my name is Beeberl Gaming. I am a competitive Pokémon VGC player from the Philippines, and today, we'll be discussing about the team I created in anticipation of the Series 2 of the Rank Ladders. The previous Rank Ladders series already proved the offensive capabilities of the Indeedee and Armarouge combo, and the upcoming Series 2 rule set will just open up new possibilities to further take advantage of the duo's prowess. The introduction of Paradox Pokémon will give the aforementioned duo more synergistic options and a much wider roster to cover up for their weaknesses. In this video, I will walk you through my thought process during team building and will also show sample matches. If you would like to give the team a try, the rental code and paste can be found at the description down below. First up on our team is Armarouge. Armarouge gets access to Expanding Force, an incredibly powerful stab psychic type move that deals more damage and becomes a spread type move when under psychic terrain. Armor Cannon is included in the moveset as a secondary fire stab move for single targets. Armarouge is holding weakness policy to potentially outspeed faster Pokémon in case Trick Room was not set up. Wide Guard is also present to counter the likes of Earthquake, Make It Rain, Hyper Voice, and other spread type moves. Armarouge is EV trained to outspeed common threats with Tailwind support. Next up is Indeedee. Indeedee's Psychic Surge automatically sets the terrain whenever it's out on the field, giving Armarouge the boosts it needs from its Expanding Force. Psychic was chosen instead of Dazzling Gleam, since the rest of the team already has a lot of spread type options, and the likes of Wide Guard are common in the meta right now. Indeedee is also the main Trick Room user, since it can set up without taking much damage thanks to its natural bulk and immunity to priority moves. Also included in the lineup is Sylveon. Sylveon functions as the main damage dealer on the special side, thanks to its powerful stab moves and Hyper Voice and Terra Blast. Sylveon is EV trained to outspeed Meowscarada under Tailwind. Throat Spray is chosen as the held item to compensate for the missing EVs in special attack. Quick Attack can also be used to activate Armarouge weakness policy, considering it used Terra Dark prior. Also worth noting is that a regular Terra Blast gets the Pixelate boost, making it a relatively stronger Fairy-type move than Moonblast. Roaring Moon is our choice of a Tailwind setter. With Booster Energy, it gains a significant increase in its damage output, allowing it to potentially one-hit knock out the likes of Fluttermane and other frail special attackers. Throat Chop is the main Dark-type stab that also counts Skeledirge and Farigiraf. Grouse Terror is chosen since the team lacks a counter to the ever-prevalent Spore and Rage Powder. Roaring Moon is EV trained to maximize its attack and speed. Iron Hands is our main source of damage should we decide to take the Trick Room route. Wild Charge gives it a strong stab attack, while Drain Punch provides better longevity, since you'll be taking recoil damage every now and then. Iron Hands pairs well with Indeedee since Fake Out gives it the opening it needs to freely set up Trick Room. Psychic Terrain also prevents your opponents from using priority moves like Extreme Speed and Fake Out. Heavy Slam is chosen as the last move to counter pesky fairy types. To round up the team, we have Iron Bundle. Iron Bundle is here to leverage the advantages given by opposing rain buffs and to also provide serious offensive threats early on. Hydro Pump deals a massive amount of damage to any Pokémon that doesn't resist it, while Icy Wind looks to spread speed debuffs to your opponents. With a base speed of 136, Iron Bundle is also the fastest unboosted taunt user in the game, so you can potentially restrict the use of Trick Room, Spore, Thunder Wave, and other support moves.
For this demo fight, the opponent brought a very interesting team composed of the classic Tailwind Murkrow and Ceruledge. We chose to lead with Roaring Moon and Sylveon to try and pressure them with our own version of Tailwind. Right from the get-go, the opponent demonstrated a very unorthodox strategy to use Sucker Punch on their own Ceruledge to activate its weakness policy and weak armor. My Roaring Moon safely activated Tailwind on our side of the field, but the Ceruledge managed to take down my Sylveon in one hit and recovered all the HP it lost via Sucker Punch. Next turn, I summoned Indeedee to restrict the use of Sucker Punch or Shadow Sneak. Murkrow decided to use Tailwind to further increase their speed, allowing Ceruledge to move first. I predicted this play correctly and used Follow Me, redirecting the attack of Ceruledge to my Indeedee. Ceruledge managed to take down another one of my Pokémon in one shot, but Roaring Moon was able to retaliate and deliver the killing blow as well. On the next turn, I called on Armarouge while the opponent summons Garchomp. I Terra Dark my Armarouge to remove its weakness to rock and ground. The opponent foolishly tries to use Quash, but Psychic Terrain is present on the field. Also, both of my Pokémon are now Dark types, meaning they won't be affected by Prankster. Garchomp lets off a weak Rock Slide, allowing Armarouge to take it down with an expanding force. The fight is now a 2-on-2. The opponent sends out Annihilape as their last Pokémon. They haven't used their Terra yet, so I figured the ape will most likely Terra this turn. I wasn't wrong, and they used Terra Flying to remove their weakness to Psychic. Much to their dismay, the opponent did not know I was holding weakness policy, so a super effective U-turn just boosted the damage of my Armarouge. The battle ends with Roaring Moon one-shotting the Murkrow with acrobatics, and Armarouge taking down the ape from full health with its Psychic Terrain and weakness policy boosted expanding force.
If you like this kind of content, consider subscribing to our gaming channel. We will be providing more quality VGC content in the future, so be sure to be on the lookout for those.